You need to um, know what you want from your employer, whether it's about promotions or visibility, whether it's about medical benefits. You might just want some set hours, some set work hours, or respectful workplace. You want to be respected. You simply, sometimes you might not even want additional responsibilities. So know what you want uh, from your employer. Today, I'm just going to ask the question: are you happy in your stagnant position? Are you happy? You might just say, well, yeah, this from this particular employer, this is all I want, and be very clear on why you are going in or working from home or whatever it is. A dead end job is one where you really don't see any opportunity for growth. There's no foreseeable promotions or added responsibilities. And you say, well, is that really what I want? No. I want to be at peace, and this job affords that for me, right? That's what I can get from this particular employer. So, this is the Better You Leadership Podcast. It's an ongoing journey to become better leaders. Ultimately, when women put some of these tips, these techniques, and these tactics in place, they're going to build their skills and their leadership capacity. This podcast teaches women the nuances of personal development with the intent for them to earn more respect and more revenue. So every week, my name's Angela M. Odom. Every week I show up here. I'm a proven leader. I'm going to offer some insights to help you on your journey. And know that I'm always rooting for you. I'm rooting for you because I want you to be a more trusted leader, more trusted leader. So today's topic is all about the question: are you happy in your stagnant position? Are you in a job where there is no obvious way to earn a promotion unless unless somebody die, unless they retire, unless they quit? If that's working for you, then bravo, way to go. If it's not working for you, then what are you going to do about it? Do you find it difficult to leave the job? Are you like afraid to go to a brand new job, a brand new position, start something new? I don't know what it might be for you, but I just need you to know I'm not judging you. Simply asking you the question. I want you to be intentional about what you're doing and why you're doing it. When you don't want to quit, but promotion seems far and few in between, there's a few things you can do. You start by making sure that you just don't stop growing. That's where you might want to start. It's like, okay, what else can I do? Right? Something that's going to come if that's your intention. So you can go to networking events, stay in contact with friends and former coworkers. You can look for new projects at work and volunteer for causes that are meaningful to you. You can, thereby increase your chance for opportunity to knock, and you'll be ready to answer when it does. So I served in the Army for 27 years, and I can't believe that I've been retired for six, like retired for six. And what I find is people will reach out to me and say, hey, I have this opportunity. Do you want to participate? Do you want to do this? You want to make some extra money? They say things like that. Hey, we need you to can you come and speak here? Can you come talk to these people? And if I want to, if it works for me, if it works for my family, if it works in the big scheme of things, then I say yes, right? And I understand that I'm not um, common, right? It's not a common occurrence. So I want you to be intentional and just understand why you are in that position if it's not really working for you long term. I Over the last maybe just a few months, I've had two separate nephews. To one graduated from a 4-year college, and one just joined the United States Army. I'm so proud of both of them. And so me, being the unsolicited advice giver that I am, I did offer them just some words, just my perspective. And to my nephew who just went into the Army, I just said to him, if you choose, right, if you choose to remain in the Army for another 20 years, and you choose that you want to be a command sergeant major, which is the pinnacle of the ranks, the career ranks as an enlisted person. I said, if you want to become a warrant officer, which is a technical person, then do that. If you want to become a commissioned officer and retire like your auntie did and in the rank of colonel, then do that. First thing you want to know is you want to research, do your research, understand the process, understand what skills are required, and then develop those skills. Don't miss any deadlines. Make sure you get to know some people in all these areas. Develop relationships. At the same time, do your job, right? Develop yourself. And both nephews, are very respectful young men, and they both said, "Thank you, TT," right? And I'm from Mississippi. The folks call me TT, T, right? And so I'm just telling you the same thing. Go to those networking events. Stay in contact with your friends, your former coworkers. Develop relationships outside of your current job. Develop relationships. And not have to be anything, outlandish. I'm not talking about going out drinking with folks. Well, you might want to, but I'm just saying it's not necessary. So you could be happy with your current status. Stagnant, no visible signs of a career path with your current employer, no evidence of upcoming pay raises, etc. If you are, then that's okay. I'm certainly not judging you. However, it could be imposter syndrome. You may be afraid. You may be afraid. You may be afraid that your employer, your clients, your peers, your coworkers, your employees, they might see you as a fraud, as someone who is not qualified to serve in a certain position. An imposter mindset, and I'm going to just tell you this. Lots of people at some point feel uncertain about the position they are serving, especially if they are brand new to the position. Um, Imposter mindset can hold you back, right? It can keep you in your comfort zone. And I'm just telling you right now, it's okay to be uncomfortable. Try something new. An imposter mindset can prevent you from speaking up, stop you from sharing valuable information. If you're in some kind of forum, open forum, or in a meeting or something, you might want to just keep it quiet because, you don't want people to ask the next question, following what you just said, to engage with you. An imposter mindset could push you to become belligerent when you feel people are questioning your competence. You've seen those people, at least I have. Someone questions them on a decision and they're like, you're like, yeah, they're scared. Because a confident person will simply say, if they don't know, let me get back to you. I get some more information. It's okay, right? I got it. I got you. But a person opposite from that will be all riled up for no particular reason, right? And so an imposter mindset could prevent you from making decisions. You could be stalling, or just let me get more information. Sometimes you're just not sure. And it can also make you afraid to ask questions. So are you happy in your stagnant position, or are you simply caught up in some kind of imposter syndrome, some mindset that you could possibly reach for something new or different? I don't know, right? I don't know. I'm just putting this out there to you. It also, the reason you're in this position could be just a matter of timing in your life. It could be your family, your physical health, your mental or emotional health. You might just be tired, right? You could be building a romantic relationship and you don't want to move or do something different. It's comfortable right now, and you want to maintain um, things as they are at work so you can focus, right? You could be completing professional training, or maybe you're working on another educational degree. You could have a sick kid, or you could have your parents just moved in, or you've got to travel a little more for family purposes. You might just want to go to Costa Rica. Who knows? It could be just a matter of timing in your life. I don't want anybody to make you feel bad or you to buy into what you should do to please others. So, one thing you could do is develop your career path and your career portfolio. When I served in the Army, we call this, your get your 5-year plan ready. Have that ready. And so I'm going to to talk you through what that might look like and what that might include, right? So a career portfolio it's like a collection of your work experience, your achievements, your qualifications for whatever position or role you are aiming for. It goes beyond your resume or a cover letter. It's like it's in the army we used to call it my I love you book. Like physically had a notebook with all of our achievements in it. And so you might want to start something like that. And so you say, well, what would I include in my career portfolio? The first thing you want to include is your career goals. This is a nice exercise to do so that um, you just do a checkup on your mind on in what you want, right? And so the first section of the career portfolio might include it's just a list of your career goals. And so you're like, I don't even know what I want. Well, get someone you trust and talk through it with them, right? The goals could be focused. They can just show the direction that you want to go with your work and your career. The goals should reveal your ambitions, like, what might I want to do? You can just think about like, where do you want to see yourself in 5 to 10 years? Is it all about the money? Is it about position? Is it about visibility? Is it about responsibility? Is it about skills? So where do you want to see yourself in 5 to 10 years? Is another location you want to be in? Just think about those things. And so if you're an experienced worker, you should still include your career goals, even if they focus on improving your existing skills, right? So you might say, I've been at this game a long time, so I'm not about to switch directions. Well, you might just want to improve on communication, or sometimes it's just like maybe you want to improve on technology. This thing is going so fast, so you might want to do that. And you might look at adding skills and accomplishments. So this would be like skills for a professional worker. It could be skills for anything, right? So each job may give you a new set of skills and allow you to accomplish new things or new projects. This can be skills and accomplishments earned in the workplace. It could be things you learned in school, the last degree you just got, right? Based on the people you were engaging with. It could be anything about additional coursework or training you may have done for the job or for your volunteer work. You've learned some new skills. And so this could be things that you have received recognition for, workshops that you have attended and workshops that you have conducted. So just accomplishment skills, right? And so you just look at things that you've done. And you can visually show your work in your career portfolio. If you can do that, then go for that. Especially if you're a photographer or architect, if you are like I just hired a stylist, right? Just hired a stylist. And so you want to show your work when you're doing that kind of thing. So, you'll have references. And how do you get references? That is about relationship building. You're building a relationship with people. They know you over time. So your career portfolio should include a list of professional references who can confirm. This is all about proof, right? Like I trust you, but I need to verify this also. So you want to be able to confirm the skills and achievements that you've outlined in your portfolio. And this can include people who can make testimonials, people who have taught you in school, like your professors or community leaders, and volunteering. You might be volunteering or helping people do some things in the community. And then previous employers, right? And so those are the types of things you might want to include in there. And literally, you might want to include a timeline, a timeline like your age and how long you really want to work. Even if you are the owner of the job, the company yourself, how long do you want to do this? And then over time, based on your age, based on your kids' age, based on your husband's age, your spouse, your boo, what are you doing during those timelines, and so that you can physically see it. I think it's a great, really good exercise to do. So you could be happy with your current status, stagnant, no visible signs of a career path with your current employer, no evidence of upcoming pay raises, no possibility that you will gain more responsibility. Not saying that gaining more responsibility is a good thing. That's not, let's just be real. And sometimes you're in a relationship, a romantic relationship, or a relationship with parents or someone that you are dependent on for emotional and physical and financial support that will not allow you at this time to do something different. You might have people in your ear that's saying, you know, you can't do that. You might have people in your space that are saying you're not going to do this. And so we take all of this into account and just think about uh, you might have small pockets of time where you can work on your portfolio, where you can dream about what's next, where you can develop relationships, right? You might do that. And so for me, again, when I was in the Army, I moved every 1 to 3 years to a new location, 1 to 3 years, to a new position, 1 to 3 years, to sometimes to um, a new country. And so one of the things I decided to do was to set a goal to have achieved during that time period. I would just say, you know, um, while I am at this particular location, I'm at Fort Leavenworth in Kansas for this short period of time. I think I want to work on my abs, work on my run time, work on my physical, mental, emotional ability. I want to establish more relationships. I want to learn a new skill, whatever it might be, right? And so, just for you, the same thing over this next year, this next 2 years, then establish upfront for yourself. Be intentional about what you want to accomplish based on your situation and your environment. And I want you to be safe while you're doing it, right? Real talk. So I want you to go through the exercise of creating a career path and a career portfolio. Why? Why? You know, why you want me to do that? That's your question. Why? Then you will be intentional as you remain stagnant. You will be intentional, you know, when you decide to do something else. You just won't be like a leaf on a stream or pond, you know, water. You might just floating with the current. You will be intentional about what you do and, you know, make your decisions and choices for that. This is part of leading yourself, right? And that's what we're doing. Um, we're leading ourselves, we're leading others, and we're leading organizations. So we want to be intentional about what we're doing, right? We want to be very intentional as opposed to just going along to get along. Be safe while you're doing it. So what we want to be perfectly clear is what we repeatedly do. That's really who we are. Excellence then is not a habit, but excellence not an act. Rather, excellence is not an act, but a habit. That's from Aristotle. So guard your habits, your routines, your mindset, and your time. Guard all those things and be very intentional about the direction you're going in your life. We don't get any redos, right? We don't get any do-overs in this life. So know what you want from your employer, whether it's promotions, visibility, medical benefits. You want set work hours. You want respectful work place. And really, sometimes you just don't want any additional responsibilities. And so just know what you're doing and why you're doing it. And I hope that makes sense to you as we move forward. I want to take this opportunity to invite you to our next round of the Women's 3 Hour Leadership Intensive. It's time for us to, you know, focus on you so that you can lead them. And it's a virtual event, and it is February 26th. We have 32 days until we do that. It'll be from 10 a.m. Eastern time until 1 p.m. Eastern time on Zoom, and that's a Saturday. And so go ahead to angelaodom.com and you get some more information on it. We will definitely look forward to working with you on what your big goal is, right? So if you're ready to become a more trusted leader, effective leader, then schedule a virtual fit session with me. And you simply go to angelaodom.com/leadership capacity, And then you set up a time for us to meet virtually again. We'll do it over Zoom. And I'll tell you about the one-on-one uh, coaching program that I have. It's Become a Better Leader in 100 Days. So the Better You Leadership Podcast is hosted by a proven leader. I'm teaching women the nuances of personal development so that they can earn more respect and revenue. I look forward to seeing you next week. All right. So next week, and so you can, in the meantime, go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, wherever you listen to podcasts, and make sure you go and give the Better You Leadership Podcast a rating of 5. 5, nothing else. Don't get cute with me and put anything other than that, right? Go to wherever you listen to podcasts and give the podcast a rating of 5. And then if you've really gotten something out of this, which I'm sure you have, then make sure you actually go subscribe and you go ahead and put some good positive words right there so that other people will get a whiff of this and be able to learn and grow from it. With that said, you all have an amazing day. And again, my name is Angela M. Odom, and I am rooting for you. Take care.